Hey, sorry. What's going on? It is the 9th of February. Just going to do a quick review of today. I was just doing the review, but I must have bugged up the recording, and I just wasted 20 minutes talking to myself. But there we go. Yeah, so I'll just quickly do it now. Euro. Well, today the market's like usually after a good day like yesterday. The markets kind of pause for thought and get a bit choppy. So today wasn't like yesterday, unfortunately. I got chopped about. I think I will end the day with a loss, although I still got one trade on. Maybe if that wins, I'll get somewhere near break even. Anyway, let's go through it quite quickly. Start with the euro. Euro, we put in this kind of spike at 7 a.m. As you know, or maybe you don't, that we start trading at 8 o'clock London open. So I was clapping when this spike was put in and thinking how I missed a losing trade to start the day. This is the overnight range, which is pretty tight. I've already had some momentum higher, so I think a lot of traders might have been caught here trading this breakout long that would have been stopped on the other side of this range. Then we had the spike down, and within the same candle, it would have stopped out the shorts on a break of the low, and then pushed higher and got the long. So you could see where the kind of traps are set around for the euro. Unfortunately, the signal was here for us, so the original trade came at 7 a.m. And it went without us. But if I had been a more confident trader, which probably should have been after a day like yesterday, or maybe concentrating on the markets a little bit more, after seeing this spike, I should have known that the market was going to go higher, and there'd probably be some stops up here after trying to go higher first. That was rejected, and then trying to go short, that's rejected. So the market's got to go somewhere, and this time it went higher, but without me. So no trade on the euro. GU, um, GU, it's been choppy all day. I kind of like gave myself a bit bigger buffer here because I know that 138 is approaching. It's going to be a big level. We've already come up quite far. I know that this is like choppy price action. You just know when there's a big target above this trap set. So I kept my buffer here. We weren't filled until 2 o'clock, and I ended up getting out of the trade around 4 o'clock when I start to close out my positions for the day. But obviously, the buying pressure is too much, and now we're going higher. So if I had left this trade on, we'd be in a good position now, but I didn't. So I'm missing out on this one. UI, I did trade this one, although looking back in hindsight, probably being a bit ambitious here. This is the first leg down. We ranged sideways overnight in the US session, and towards the Asian session, we had the breakout around about midnight. And this is a lovely move. This is kind of a breakout trader's dream, I guess. And if you measure the move, is 60 points or 60 pips, sorry, which is above the average daily range of UY. So taking this short here is a bit ambitious, but because the rest of the day is so choppy, and to me, these are lower highs being put in. I thought it was worth a go. But I kind of regret that. But looking at it now, I think this still has legs to go lower, so I'm going to keep it on overnight and see what happens. I would have expected to be stopped out after a candle like this on these lows by now, so I would have thought that I would have been stopped out, and we would have seen some kind of retracement, perhaps to bigger number 105. We haven't got that yet, so I'm quite curious to see what happens, especially now that the euro and cable are pushing higher. Maybe UY we'll have some more of a dollar sell-off or dollar weakness. EY, nothing really to talk about here. Extremely choppy price action. I thought it was worth a go of a break of these lows here on a tight leash, and that's exactly what I did. The breakout bar was good. This one looked good, but then we didn't have any momentum, so I just scratched the trade. GY, no trade here today. Unfortunately, the move came before London Open. This is the overnight range, and the breakout came around 6 o'clock, and it was a great move, but not within our time. EA, I tried the breakout. You can see my order here at 8 o'clock. Nice momentum before Frankfurt Open. So I thought it was worth a go. Maybe we get to big round number 157. Also wary of this previous support that was here in the Asian session on Monday morning. And we kind of got to that area on this candle here. So I ended up scratching the trade, which was probably the wrong decision, depending on how you look at it. If you're a conservative trader or a conservative trader, or raver, depends what you do. But had I stayed in the trade, the next bar would have got me all right. And then there was 3 wicks, so you might have taken profit on the third attempt to go higher. Just take something off a 0.7R. Had you decided to stay in, then market would have came to break even again. So let's see. Let's see what happened on UC. UC dollar against the CAD. It's a trap first thing in the morning. Tried the shorts. Stop was here and was immediately offside and stopped out a few bars later. I didn't want to try the long. I just wanted to wait and see what happened here. Put in like a pin bar, and then I placed my order to go long above the pin bar just in case that failed, which it did. And I ended up getting this trade. I took it off a little bit earlier because I seen the market pause. How am I looking? Yeah, got 3 minutes. That was UCAU. As you can see, tried this long, especially after this kind of candle. Excuse me, I tried the long here at 9 o'clock, especially after this candle bouncing off this kind of range here. I thought we were going to see another push higher. We didn't. Immediately I was offside and kind of trapped. And here was my stop. Came so close to being stopped out 1, 2, 3, 4. And after this kind of pin bar, I just had enough, and I just closed out the trade around about 5 o'clock ish, just for a small loss. So small loss there on AU. Goals, I don't know what this move was, but it was pretty weird. Plenty of attempts to go higher here and here, rejected. So I thought we were going to sell off, maybe come and test this range down here, but we had this crazy move, and then it went higher, and I ended up taking the trade for another small loss here. Same with the FTSE. FTSE, we had some ridiculous move in the morning. Maybe if I go back a bit, you can see this trend line that's been in play has kind of acted as support. We bounced off it this morning, so I thought that might be room to go and test these highs, but we didn't. I got caught, and then straight away we just consolidated. And by then, I'm just thinking to myself that I want to see the market do this instead of like doing this. The breakout hasn't happened. So London Open is where the liquidity is. And by 12 o'clock, the kind of FTSE has gone a bit sour unless there's like a really good setup I'm not that interested in it anymore, and I took a small loss there. So yeah, a few small losses today, and ended the day negative after a good day yesterday, but that's to be expected in my experience anyway. So hope you enjoyed the review. Good luck on your trading. I'll catch you tomorrow.